Hello students of class 11, hope you are all doing well. So today in this video we will discuss some parts of public, private and global enterprise. In the previous video, in the class I have discussed about the public and private enterprises. Now in public enterprises there are three forms of public enterprises. If you remember, I have discussed all those things in the class. They are departmental undertaking, statutory corporations and government company, right? I have explained the concept of departmental undertaking, statutory corporations and government company, but I haven't talked about the features of each of them. So today we will discuss about the features. In this video we will discuss about the features of departmental undertaking. So please see through the video. Okay, so the first feature is government department. What is the feature? It is government department. Government department. Departmental undertaking means government department. That is, a department undertaking is a public department, okay, of the central government or state government. Okay, so government department mean a departmental undertaking is a public department of whom? Public department of whom? Of state or central government. Of state or central government. Okay, this is one of the feature. Okay, next if we talk about the management. Okay, so a departmental undertaking is managed, since it is a government body. A departmental undertaking is managed by government, you can say government officials of the concerned ministry. Okay, so management you can say a departmental undertaking is managed by government. I'm right. Okay, let me write it full form. Government officials of the concerned ministry. Okay, so this is about the management of the departmental undertaking, right? Now if I talk about the control, okay, so a departmental undertaking is under the direct control of the concerned ministry. Okay, so for example we can say Indian Railway come under the direct, there are various ministry, right, in our country. Same way we have Indian Railway is being directed by the railway ministry, education ministry. So education, all the decisions which are related to education are being taken by the education ministry in this way. Okay, so we can say a departmental undertaking is, and you can say under the direct control of the concerned ministry. Okay, control under the departmental undertaking, actually we are talking about under the direct control, direct control of concerned ministry. For example, if I talk about Indian Railways, under the control of railway ministry. Right, under the control of railway ministry. Okay, now if I talk about the revenue of the departmental undertaking, okay, the revenue of the departmental undertaking which is being earned, which is being, you can say, which is being earned by the departmental undertaking is being deposited where? In the treasury of the government. Okay, so it is being deposited in the treasury of the government. So revenue of departmental undertaking is being deposited in the treasury of government. Okay, now financing, right? We have talked about revenue. Now what about the financing? A departmental undertaking is financed by the government through the allocation of the funds in the government budget and funds which are procured from the government treasury. Okay, so the funds are being you can say collected through the allocation of the fund, like the allocations of the fund take place in the government budget and the funds are procured from the government treasury. Okay, so financing, if I talk about, so financed by government, how? Through allocation of funds in government, you can say, budget, and funds are also procured from the government treasury. Okay, from the government treasury. Now if I talk about legal entity, the departmental undertakings are a part of government only, so they have no separate legal entity. So if I talk about legal entity, as you know that different departmental undertaking are what? Nothing but a part of government, and government which are being controlled either by the state government or central government. So as it is a part of government, they have no legal entity. Okay, so legal entity, if I talk about, I will say as they are part of whom? Government. Okay, they have no separate legal entity. Okay, no separate legal entity. Okay, now what about accountability? The employees, you can say, the employees of the departmental undertaking are accountable to the concerned ministry, who is ultimately responsible to where? Parliament. Okay, so the employee of the you can say the department undertaking who works in the different departmental undertaking are accountable to their concerned minister, and in the concerned minister in return, so actually the departmental undertaking employee, okay, are accountable to whom? To the, you can say, concerned to the concerned minister, and this concerned minister is accountable in turn to the parliament. In this way this happens. Okay, so if I talk about accountability, okay, accountability, so you will write that employee of departmental undertaking are accountable to the whom concerned minister, who in turn is ultimately responsible to the parliament. Okay, this is one accountability. Okay, now if I talk about the job security, that is the employee of the departmental undertaking, okay, who works in the like the employee of the departmental undertaking, okay, are government employee. So obviously the government job has a job security, so they have job security like any other, you can say, government services. Okay, so we know that there is a job security for the government employees. So job security, we can say employee of departmental undertaking are government employees, right? They are government employees. So they have a job security just like other government services. Okay, so these are some of the features of departmental undertakings. There are many other features also, but these are some important ones which I have discussed in this video. I hope you understand. I am keeping up to this for this video. Okay, thank you.